The shackles of economy and the temple of family. What is family? It should be the very root of our existence, the only sanctuary that provides comfort when we are exhausted by the harsh winds of the world. In the past, the mere name of family carried a sublime trust, one that forgave and believed in one another even through the gravest of mistakes. Yet today, we are witnessing the disintegration of the family in the name of economic prosperity. The economy has gifted us with material wealth and convenience, but ironically, it has also made us strangers to one another at the cost of our bonds. Look at countries where the economy has not yet fully developed. People still live in extended families, relying on and supporting each other. In contrast, in nations that have achieved high economic growth, the extended family has faded into a myth. Perhaps unchecked economic development is a double stratagem that corrodes our sense of solidarity with the bait of comfort. In an era dominated by materialism, the fact that even basic trust between family members has become a luxury is the heavy price we are paying. The family is the most fundamental cord connecting oneself to others. A family without mutual faith and trust is a hell more wretched than any other, whereas a family warmed by that trust becomes a heaven on earth. The foundation of a nation begins here, too. True patriotism is not found in grand slogans, but in the effort to nurture a stable and happy home. A nation with happy families becomes a formidable power that will not crumble under any crisis. However, if families collapse and citizens feel disillusioned with their state, how could they willingly sacrifice themselves for the country in times of need? Parents are the mirrors of their children. If you wish to teach a child the joy of reading, you should not lecture them. Instead, you must show them yourself turning the pages of a book. Children do not grow by listening to their parents' words, but by watching their backs. A happy family is forged not by the word love alone, but by the more resilient, deep-seated Korean sentiment of jong, affection and communal bond. A family is like a small nation. When the father acts as the president and the mother as the prime minister, fulfilling their respective roles with integrity, peace visits the home. What matters is peaceful, democratic communication, not dictatorship. One thing we must guard against is the illusion that total self-abnegation is a virtue. Those who cannot love and cherish themselves can never truly love others. When one abandons oneself and is forced only to sacrifice, depression casts its shadow. True familial love blossoms only when a healthy sense of self-respect meets a harmonious balance of small acts of consideration and appropriate sacrifice for one another. A life where we listen to each other's voices, fulfill our own roles, and share the fragrance of consideration. When we give a little of our hearts for each other, the flowers of laughter will always bloom and reach over the garden wall. We must rebuild the temple named family. It is the most sacred fortress we must protect until the very end in a crumbling world.